For the past year or so, I've been experiencing an issue.
Really?
An obscure and rare bug that only seems to impact a small selection of individuals.
Oh my god.
And makes their time playing Minecraft a frustrating misery.
Are you kidding?
An extremely strange issue that nobody has managed to solve yet, and it's only getting worse with every Minecraft update. Soon, I might not be able to play Minecraft servers at all. This is my last hope. So what's the issue exactly? Well, I think it's easier if I just show you. Here's me connecting to my Minecraft server, og-network.net's new RPG survival game mode. Here's also me promptly timing out from the server. Here is me finally, after multiple attempts, managing to connect to the server. And now here's me trying to fly around the world with an elytra and reaching ping values once thought to be impossible. Here's me trying to connect to most other Minecraft servers as well, by the way. The same thing happens. But then also, here's me on my crappy $400 Pentium processor laptop from 2018 with a cracked screen, barely getting 30 FPS on Minecraft, somehow having zero problems on any Minecraft server. What the hell? If it wasn't clear enough already, for some bizarre reason, my connection to almost all Minecraft servers, including my own, is so goddamn abysmal that I either time out from the server entirely or can barely play properly because just moving around the world causes me to hit 5-figure ping digits and either time out or experience kinetic energy, whichever happens first. But also for some insanely bizarre reason, as we will get into in this video, while being on the exact same internet connection, exact same location, exact same Minecraft account, and exact same Minecraft server, somehow my god-awful $400 half-broken laptop that barely has 30 minutes of battery life has zero problems. We will come back to that though. Let's rewind to the very beginning of this problem. You see, I live in Australia, meaning for the entire 13 years I've spent playing Minecraft now, I've always dealt with terrible connection to most servers. Anything below 200 ping is considered good down here, but I got used to it over time and enjoyed the many years I spent playing various Minecraft servers. That being said, something changed around the late 2021 and early 2022. I began noticing that on a select few specific Minecraft servers, or in specific locations or areas in said servers, my connection would become unplayable, where I would either experience long and severe lag spikes when traversing around, or fall through the world for minutes on end before timing out from the server entirely. And while the issue seemed to only impact a handful of servers at the time, throughout 2022, it gradually got worse and worse to the point that I'm lucky to find a server where it doesn't happen nowadays. As you can imagine, when my entire channel and livelihood depends on playing Minecraft and to an extension its various servers, that small connection issue becomes a very big problem very quickly. The first time it really caused issues was back in early 2022, when I participated in a Mr. Beast gaming event, this one right here. Now you probably didn't realize I even participated because my connection was so shocking that I could barely do anything and died within 5 minutes, but I was just happy I was even able to play. A few days prior to the event, the server opened early for beta testing and I simply could not connect. Every time the game would start, I would completely freeze in the air before inevitably timing out. No matter what I tried, I could not participate in the event. However, in a stroke of insane luck, the day the event actually took place, our team happened to spawn in a less built up area on the outskirts of the map, and after almost 30 seconds of lag, my game caught up and I was able to play and die within 5 minutes. But this is where I knew there was a problem and that it would be something I would have to fix. Let's skip ahead to today now. I mentioned that the reason I was able to luckily connect to the Mr. Beast event and play was because we seemingly spawned in the outskirts of the map where it wasn't as built up. And while I didn't know it at the time, this would be the first major clue as to what the root of this obscure connection issue really was. Furthermore, some players on my own server had reported having the same problem, players from all over the world, even those who get good ping to the server normally. So clearly it was an issue that, while somewhat widespread, was still quite rare. I just had to get to the bottom of this issue. Just like how I need to get to the bottom of why 70% of you guys watching this video are not subscribed. Don't make me time your connection to life out, no pressure of course. Anyways, on the top of my screen here is my ping. I'm currently at the spawn of my server's new RPG SMP game mode and everything is fine. I normally get about 220 to 250 ping to my server, all is well. well. Now I'm going to teleport out to the custom terrain in the wild, of which is larger and denser than normal vanilla terrain. It will take a second to adjust, but notice how I can't type anything in chat, and there we go, my ping has spiked. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, my server has these 4 special classes with special perks and abilities that you click space twice to activate, like so. But what's actually notable about this is that a bunch of fire particles appear above your head when you activated that ability. It's an indicator to other players when you are in PvP or the dungeon that that player has activated their ability and is going to be really strong for a few seconds. My ping is stable, but watch what happens when I activate the ability and the fire particles appear. See how my ping spikes slightly and the particles lag? Okay, now here's the big one. I'm going to throw an elytra on and just fly around the server and load chunks, and almost instantly my ping spikes over 1000, the chunks stop loading, and I effectively experience a huge 30-second delay. It's common to see my ping hit over 3000 in under 10 seconds from launching. Eventually I'll either time out, get lagged back, or experience kinetic energy. Elytras are utterly unusable. I actually cannot fly in them. Here's another instance. My server has 3 custom dungeons where a shitload of mobs spawn wave by wave. In the mid and later waves of the dungeon, especially the hardest dungeon, when a lot of mobs spawn at once and can move faster and do more damage, my ping will spike and I will begin lagging as well. This lag isn't as bad, but you can definitely see the mobs jitter and whatnot. Okay, one final example now. This one's a bit different. The server has player warps where players can allow the public to warp to locations they set, and normally this is where they sell items in chest shops, have public XP grinders, and more. I'm going to warp to one here, this player's public blaze grinder and shop area. Big lag spike, 1000 ping, takes almost 2 minutes for me to hit 8000 ping and then get kicked. I timed out. I basically cannot enter this player's warp or surrounding chunks. It is inaccessible for me. Let me warp to a player's normal shop instead. Okay, there's a bit of lag, but at least I didn't time out. And then let me warp to a player's shop in the end dimension, and hold up, there wasn't any lag at all. If it's not clear already, there seems to be a huge problem with sending large or greater amounts of data which take the form of custom terrain, entities, mobs, particles, and more in Minecraft to my client. And for whatever reason, it causes insane lag whenever I do so, to the point that I genuinely cannot play the game and use certain mechanics or enter certain chunks. I can't use an elytra, can't warp to some players' farms with too many entities, and just playing in general is miserable with all the teleportation delays. This isn't just an issue because the new RPG game mode has a lot of custom features either. It's also a problem on my server's normal SMP. The elytra lag is very noticeable, and other normal vanilla Minecraft servers as well. And all the examples I showed you above are just normal activities and behaviors you do on not only my Minecraft server, but basically any survival Minecraft server. You need to teleport around, you need to fly, you need to fight lots of mobs, you have to load lots of entities and particles, and I can't do any of this stuff as well as much more. I can't properly play Minecraft multiplayer. So it became clear to me that the issue was that the packets of data being sent to my client were seemingly too big and were somehow causing my client to time out. But how? My internet is pretty good, my PC is very good, and for years prior, I never experienced any issues. Guys, I kid you not, I used to play on American servers with 300 plus ping with a 320 kilobyte per second download speed and a laptop without a graphics card for years and never experienced anything remotely this bad. Something happened recently and it's ruining the game for me. Ever since noticing this issue in early 2022, here's what I've tried to fix it. Obviously, I tried the basic stuff, different Minecraft account, different IPs to my server, vanilla Minecraft, modded Minecraft, tried using a VPN, tried using a phone hotspot, all to no avail. Then I also tried getting a new Ethernet cable. Maybe the cable was limiting the amount of data my computer could receive or something? Nope, didn't work. Then I did an internet buffer test, which can demonstrate if your internet doesn't perform well and has spikes in latency when under load. The test gave my internet a score of C, not good, meaning my connection's latency increased a lot under load. Maybe that's the issue then, right? It does seem to make sense. So I bought a new router, a high quality ASUS one mind you, and did another buffer test. Now everything was good, I scored an A, and the problem wasn't fixed at all. Then I started doing some out of the box tests. First of all, remember how I said this is an issue which I only began experiencing within the past few years? Maybe it had something to do with newer Minecraft versions for some reason. My server lets you connect on any Minecraft version from 1.8 up, so first I tried 1.16.5. After an initial lag spike upon joining, I threw on an elytra and began flying around the server's custom terrain. And tell you what, it actually wasn't as bad. I didn't instantly freeze and time out. But eventually, as I got into the more intensive terrain, my ping did in fact spike into the low thousands. And testing on my server's other SMP, where there is large lava casts and structures near spawn, proved unplayable still. But interesting how downgrading seemed to help. Let's try 1.12.2 I thought. With 1.12.2 I still got the usual lag spike upon joining, but flying around seemed fine. I didn't encounter any unusually big lag spikes or freezes at all actually. Okay, back down to 1.8.9 now, and immediately I noticed that I got zero connection lag. I joined and could play instantly. Now obviously I can't use an Elytra on 1.8, so I just flew around super fast in spectator mode, and would you look at that, absolutely flawless performance. I was flying even faster than with an Elytra, and yet I still wasn't getting any major lag spikes or freezes. But why? Well, what I learned from this is that it's something with the newer versions of Minecraft that causes or acts as a catalyst for severe lag, as my performance ironically only improved the further back I went in versions. One final test I did was 1.17. This is the version where the world's height limit and depth was increased. Players on 1.16 and lower can't access these extended world dimensions, by the way. And guess what? The lag was back. This further provides evidence to the theory that for some reason, not only is my internet unable to deal with the larger amounts of data being sent to my client, but the reason this issue randomly sprung up one day seems to be in part due to the increase in world sizes in newer Minecraft updates. Well, I can't fix the Minecraft issue I guess, so the only angle I can look at is on my end, particularly my internet. Although hang on, maybe something is up with my computer instead, not my internet. Well, in order to figure that out, I tried playing on some different devices in my house. First, I used my brother's PC, which is connected to Ethernet, same as mine, and has the same problem. I got out my old Asus laptop from 2012 using Wi-Fi, and after waiting 25 minutes for it to boot, same problem still. Then I got out my old $400 Pentium processor laptop, once again on Wi-Fi, that can barely run the game, and that's strange. I have no connection issues here at all. For some reason, multiple computers in my house, all on the same internet, have this issue, but the absolute worst one of them all is fine and runs the game flawlessly, ignoring the 15 FPS. Fantastic. And basically at that point I gave up. There was just no clear pattern I could identify, and nothing seemed to work. But you may be wondering, Mr. Epic, if you had so many issues, how is it that you've been able to continue making videos and connecting to servers all this time? Well, that's because I did find a solution, sort of. I was browsing Reddit trying to find other people who had experienced this problem as I did, which, spoiler alert, was not a common issue at all. I ended up on the CSGO subreddit somehow, and players with bad connection recommended using this program called exit lag to help. From what I gather, exit lag works by changing the routing of your computer's connection to a server. So basically, the connection from your computer to the Minecraft server takes a more efficient route, I guess, which can help when you are connecting to servers on the other side of the world. Now, I was pretty skeptical at first, but it had a free trial, so I tried it, and surprisingly, it worked. Whenever I have it enabled, my connection is entirely fine. I get no lag spikes upon teleporting, flying is fine, everything works as it should. In fact, my general ping even decreased about 20 or so as well. It made Minecraft multiplayer playable for me again. So why even make this video in the first place, you may be thinking, since I clearly found a solution? Well, that's because exit lag is only a band-aid fix. First of all, it costs money monthly to use, which I'd rather not have to pay for obvious reasons. But second of all, and most importantly, it doesn't work on all servers. Many Minecraft servers have anti-VPN plugins which are put in place to prevent players from ban evading. My server has this as well. Exit lag is classified as a VPN by these plugins. That means on these servers, unless I have a bypass which they don't give out, I can't connect when exit lag is enabled, and therefore still have connection problems to them. A lot of servers have anti-VPN plugins, meaning exit lag isn't a perfect fix to the issue at all, unfortunately. Also, if for some reason exit lag ever stopped working or shut down, I would be screwed, so I'd really prefer to find the source of this issue and fix it, rather than use another program as a band-aid over it. But for over a year now, I've had zero luck. So here's what I'm going to do. Last time I had an issue like this related to my server, I offered you all a $100 bounty to the first person who could reproduce the problem and figure out what's causing it. That worked, and we got the exploit patched in a few days. So I'm going to try this again. But this time I'm offering $200 to the first person who can figure out how I can fix this issue. Because this exploit isn't super common, I would strongly advise you to join my server, og-network.net. Bedrock players can join too, connect to the RPG SMP, and then try to reproduce the issue there. there. If you can do that, you have a much better chance of solving it, and also the server is in a controlled environment where I can test it myself to see if any of your solutions work. If you have any information or just ideas at all on how to fix this, please also join the server's Discord down below. You guys are basically my last hope here. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching.